Now, algebra of complex numbers. By algebra we mean the discussion of mathematical operators. The operations addition, multiplication, subtraction, division, etc. Define these operations and also discuss certain properties satisfied by these operations. So that is what here we do. Now we consider the addition operation first. So addition. So the addition or the sum of two complex numbers. So the definition of this addition is this. Suppose Z1 is equal to A plus IB and Z2 is equal to C plus ID, the two complex numbers. Then their sum denoted by this Z1 plus Z2 is defined as A plus IB plus C plus ID and which is equal to A plus C plus I into B plus D. So this is the definition. The sum of the two complex numbers Z1 and Z2 is defined as in this way, A plus C plus I into B plus D. Here in the sum, A plus C is the real part and B plus D is the imaginary part. And the real part of the first is A and the imaginary part is B. The real part of the second is C and the imaginary part is D. And in the sum, the real parts of the two complex numbers is added and it is the real part of the sum. And the imaginary parts of the two complex numbers are added and it is the imaginary part of the sum. So this is the way in which the addition is performed. Addition of two complex numbers is this. And now we discuss the various properties satisfied in the case of this operation addition. When you have studied this real numbers, the rational numbers, etc., you have verified or studied the various properties satisfied by the various operations. The closure property, the commutative property, associative property, identity element, identity number, inverse, etc. for all these operations. Now, in the case of this addition, we check what are all the properties satisfied by the complex numbers in the case of this addition. So first the closure property. First one, closure property. So the closure property is this. If the sum of two complex numbers is again a complex number, we say the closure property is satisfied. Sum is again a complex number. So consider this Z1 and Z2, two complex numbers Z1 and Z2. Then their sum is Z1 plus Z2. So the sum is defined in this way. This A and B are real numbers, C and D are real numbers, and therefore the sum A plus B, which is real, B plus D is also real, and this is also in the form of the general form, A plus IB form. Therefore, it is again a complex number. So the sum of two complex numbers is again a complex number, so closure property is satisfied. Okay, the first property is satisfied. And now the second property, which is commutative property. So two, commutative property. So the commutative property is, if the addition of two complex numbers commute each other, that is, if Z1 plus Z2 is equal to Z2 plus Z1, we say the operation commutative. You can easily see that for any two complex numbers, Z1 plus Z2 is equal to Z2 plus Z1. The verification is very simple and therefore we do not go into the details. So this addition is clearly commutative in the case of this complex number, so second property is also satisfied. And the third is associative property. Associative property. Associative property. This property says, if Z1, Z2, Z3 are any three complex numbers, then Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 is equal to Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3. In the case of addition, this association is possible. This associative property satisfies in the case of this addition of complex numbers. So associative property is also satisfied. And third is okay. And then fourth one, existence of identity. Existence of identity. Identity. Now, consider this 0 plus I into 0. 0 being real number. So this is in the standard form A plus IB. So this is again a complex number. And this complex number is usually denoted by a bold type 0. Bold type 0. And this is called the additive identity of this complex numbers. Identity for the operation addition. And this satisfies Z plus the 0 is equal to Z, which is again equal to the 0 plus Z. For any complex number Z. And hence this is the identity element, additive identity element. So for the complex numbers, additive identity is there. And remember, there is one and only one identity element, additive identity element for all the complex numbers. For all the complex numbers. It is unique, one and only one identity element, which is 0 plus I into 0. So, okay, identity element, okay. And then the fifth property is existence of additive inverse. Additive inverse. To define this, we have to define the negative of a complex number. Suppose Z is equal to A plus IB is a complex number. Then its negative denoted by minus Z is defined as minus Z equal to this minus of A plus IB, which is equal to this minus A plus I into minus B. So this is the negative of the complex number. The negative of the complex number. Then for a very complex number Z, we have the minus Z and this Z plus minus Z is equal to 0. The identity element, additive identity, which is again equal to minus Z plus Z. Minus Z plus Z. That is, for a very complex number, there exists its own inverse, additive inverse. So, existence of inverse is okay. Inverse exists. And remember, in the case of this inverse, for every element we have its own inverse. For infinitely many complex numbers, we have infinitely many inverses. That is not in the case of this identity. There is one and only one identity element for all the complex numbers. But inverse is for each complex number, we have its own inverse, additive inverse. For infinitely many complex numbers, we have infinitely many inverses. So, thus we have seen inverse exists, additive inverse exists for a very complex number. So, these are all the various properties, that is 5 properties satisfied by the addition operation. And now we discuss the subtraction of two complex numbers. So consider the second operation, which is subtraction. The subtraction. So subtraction. Now the definition is this. Suppose this is Z1 and Z2, any two complex numbers. Then the subtraction, the difference, Z1 minus Z2 is defined as, this is equal to this Z1 plus minus Z2. Plus minus Z2. So this is the definition. So to subtract Z2 from Z1, we add minus Z2 to this Z1. Difference in the subtraction as an operation addition. So this is the way in which the subtraction is defined. Since this is defined as addition, we can verify the properties. Various properties we have discussed in the case of this addition. In the case of addition. So we can check what are all the properties satisfied. Since this being defined as addition, this type of addition will satisfy the properties satisfied by addition. But you should be very careful in this, considering this Z1 minus Z2 when we verify the properties. Since this being defined as addition, normally we may think this will satisfy all the 5 properties of this addition. So normally we may think that this will satisfy the commutative property also. So we may think that this difference is commutative, or we may think that Z1 minus Z2 equal to Z2 minus Z1. This is wrong. This is wrong. So here the commutative property satisfied is in this way. This is equal to minus Z2 plus Z1. This is okay. But this is not. So remember this. You can easily understand why this is so. The reason you know. Okay? So be careful in such situations. So with this idea in mind, we can verify what are all the properties satisfied in the case of this difference, the subtraction. So left for you to check the various properties. Okay, and these are the two basic operations, the basic algebra of this complex numbers. And then we will discuss the other operations, multiplication and division, in the next video. Okay.